Hey guys, what's up? I am back and we are here with hotfix number 9. Looks like they've got their usual changes here. It's starting at 1 p.m. my time. It's going to vary. That's central time. But we will hop right into the patch notes. So they have fixed an issue where the quick slot status of the spectating target may be reflected properly, or may not be reflected properly. So it looks like there's just a quick bug fix there. Now, after using a utility item, you will automatically grab the utility item in the next slot. Okay, that's really convenient. So if you use a bandage, you're going to pull a bandage out immediately afterwards. If you use a potion, same kind of thing. It'll just automatically grab the next item in your slot. An option has been added to automatically equip the utility items in the inventory when pressing the utility hotkey. Okay, so if you have a potion that's not on your bar, right? So if you're playing a rogue or something, and you're trying to hide, and so you don't put your health pots on your bar, but it's empty. If you hit the hotkey to pull up a utility item, you'll end up pulling a utility, like a potion, into your bar automatically, which I think is actually really good. It kind of makes the rogue perk that hides your stuff less useful though, so there is that. The character's base mesh, so the model for the character has been changed for better compatibility with more clothing. Okay, so it looks like they're adding more clothing, more models, probably with Druid and everything. And they've updated the character's mesh to make it easier to add more clothing into the game. So that's sweet. Added a new loading image. Iron Shield's logic has been updated, so this is anti-cheat. So we have better anti-cheat now. This should help us kind of quell all of the cheaters. The attribute bonus ratio for Wizard's Ignite and Magic Missile spells have been adjusted to 50%. Okay, so this is a change from 100% to 50%. So Magic Missiles is actually only going to scale half as much as it used to. It was pretty strong in PvE. I think it was a little bit too strong on the like bosses and stuff, so I can see why they did that. Apparently they're going to nerf Ignite as well. I think there are too many wizards that are playing as kind of like a rogue, and they don't want wizard to be a better rogue, so they're going to nerf that as well. For the time being, all attribute options on all items will go up to +1, applies only to new item drops. Alrighty, so all attribute is now only going to go to +1, so for the foreseeable future, all the new items you guys get after this patch are just going to be garbage compared to everything else. They really need to do a wipe then, because +3 is just way too good, and if they don't do a wipe, that's just going to be the meta is teams running around with +3 and you can't even get it anymore, so that's really problematic. If they can't retroactively do this, they should just wipe it, in my opinion. It's not worth this is a huge change that needs to be wiped, because all the +3 attribute items are going to be way too good. They've also re-increased the high roller ante back to 50 gold, so it's no longer going to be free. I really think they need to change this so that if you get out, like you bring 50 gold in, so if you kill other players, you get an additional 50 gold from them. If you get out, you get to save your 50 gold. That way, if you make it out, you're guaranteed to net 0, even if you get no items. And then they also have some comments here. We are continuing to monitor the ways in which plus all attributes are indicative of the gameplay choices made by the player and the way it impacts certain classes. As such, we've decided to limit all attributes to +1 for the time being, and we'll continue to keep an eye on it. I wouldn't mind having it go to +2 and just have +2 be limited to like legendary and maybe epic items. And that way you have more of a reason to go into high roller, because that's the only place you're going to find +2 attributes. But I am also open to them maybe allowing up to like +4 of normal like single attributes, right? +4 strength on something, +4 will, +4 knowledge. I think that would drastically change how people prioritize their builds, because then all attributes is no longer like the best thing, right? If you really like knowledge or whatever on your class, getting an all attributes, right, if you have +3 all attributes or +3 will as your options, all attributes is giving you +3 will anyway, so you always want all attributes. Whereas if you get more from not taking all attributes, then you can decide, does my class really want all the stats, or is it better for me to be more specialized? And then they also say Wizard's Ignite and Magic Missile attribute bonus ratios are previously intended to remain at 50%. Okay, so they were planning on keeping it this way. However, we had to make an adjustment this patch instead. Okay. Our intended goal is to continue to fine-tune spells until we feel the class are performing well at various gear levels. Thanks for playing. I really like how Wizard plays. I feel like if you have a gray spellbook or at least a green. If you have a green spellbook, they really should tune it around that. Magic Missiles needs to one-shot mobs if you have a green spellbook with one cast. If it's before that, right, if I need to use 2 charges on every mob, the class feels so just bad to play. And so that would be my opinion on their balancing of Magic Missiles. Ignite, I can see why they don't want Wizard to be a better rogue, but we'll see how it goes. And I think that's it for Hotfix 9. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll catch you all later.